Hey y'all, welcome back. Okay, I have a pair of boots that was just mailed to us a couple of days ago. Well, they arrived and I'm anxious to get this box cut open and take a look. Now, it's a gentleman that reached out to us a few weeks ago and said he has a pair of Cobbler Union boots that he wears all the time, and he said they're in rough shape. Well, I've only seen the pictures of them online. I have not seen them in person yet. So we're gonna get this box cut open, take a look at what we're dealing with, and we're going to get them back up and running so that he can have these ready for this upcoming fall and winter season. So let's get to it. All right, got a little card here. Trent, here are my Cobbler Union boots that we discussed in the email. I'm so excited to see what you and Heath can do with them. All right, well, let's take a look at the boots and I'll let you know what we can do with them. All right, so right off the bat, he's got a pretty deep gouge there. You know, a little bit of leather work. I'll see what we can do. Can't promise a whole lot when you have deep cuts like that, but we'll take a look. Turn the soles over. All right, they've seen their better days. And I could be wrong, but I see that these are Vibram soles and top lifts. If I'm not mistaken, again, I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Cobbler Union often uses Dainite soles. So I believe this could have been a Resole. And another reason I say that is because if you look at the top lift, whoever resoled these last did not bother to cut off this excess, so there's a lot of overhang right there. He's definitely worn into them way past what he should have, so hopefully the welts are in good shape. If they are, we can reuse those. You can see again the top lifts are in pretty rough shape, so we're going to take all this off, replace it, get these uppers looking good, and then we'll get those back to him. So let's get started. Let's get these laces out of here. I think they've seen their better days as well. I know I mentioned this, I may have mentioned this a little while ago, but Heath and I went to the Cobbler Union store. I believe they moved it down in Atlanta recently, but that's where their headquarters is. And we were quite impressed with the shoe and the boots themselves, just the overall quality of them. So I'm anxious to get this pair taken apart and kind of take a closer look at it. All right, I'm just going to take it apart piece by, or layer by layer. And you can see how this piece just comes apart so easily. That is because it is real stacked leather. So that's the way it should go. If you've seen some of our other videos, you know, where Heath and I are pulling apart and it's cracking or the leather's breaking off in chips, that's because it is not solid leather. So just so you know. We're going to be replacing these welts anyways. They are a little shot up on the front toe portion, and it just makes the job easier. And this also has a rubber midsole. Not sure if that's standard with Cobbler Union. I'll have to look and see. I know a lot of theirs have a leather midsole, so I'm not sure if that's an aftermarket product that the former Cobbler put on. Not sure. All right, we want to get these nails out from the heel portion, so we're going to remove part of the inside. Get it out of there. There we go. All right, that's out of there. Now we should be able to easily remove these nails, take off the cork, take off the welt, and then we'll be starting from a new surface. Okay guys, before we continue on, I do want to ask one quick question. Now look, for the majority of us that watch this channel, we love footwear and we like the way that footwear looks on us. But how many of you guys are taking care of yourself and your actual bodies? Well, today I want to talk to you about a product that I've been using for quite some time now, and they are today's video sponsor, Resole. Now guys, what I like best about Resole is they are a multivitamin that helps to fill in the gaps of your diet with no shady additives, fillers, or colorants. The 2 easy-to-take capsules provide 10 nutrients that support a strong foundation for your health. Now guys, Ritual is a brand that I trust because of their transparency. And what I mean by that is they are very transparent about what ingredients they use in each of their vitamins and why they use those particular ingredients. Another thing I like about Ritual is they have vitamins to support everyone. Now their Essential for Men multivitamin is designed just for men, but they also have multivitamins for women, those who are 50 years and older, prenatal, postnatal, and even vitamins for your teens. Now they also are vegan friendly, non-GMO, gluten-free, allergen-free, and they contain no added sugar. And if you're busy like me, the great thing is they can be delivered to your door via their subscription process. It's only $1 a day to have 10 high-quality nutrients in your body delivered straight to your door every month. No strings attached, no extra charge. Guys, fill in the gaps in your diet with Essential for Men. A small step that helps support a healthy foundation for your body. Now folks, Ritual is offering you all a special discount. So to get 20% off your first month, simply go to ritual.com/Trenton Heath and enter the code Trenton Heath at checkout. Well, I'll tell you one thing about this owner of these is he wears these suckers all the time. You can see just how worn out all of this is. So here we go. Okay, so this is one of those projects I'm actually glad that I got it because it's kind of a learning experience for a lot of you guys out there. So we get a lot of shoes in here, as do a lot of other cobblers, and you guys just say, hey, can you resole my shoes, resole my boots? And a lot of times you've worn them to the point that you've actually done a lot more damage to it. And that's kind of what's happening on here. So let me show you. So as you saw earlier, this gentleman had worn down the toe area to the point that it already started wearing into basically the gimming portion up here. So the gimming again is just this white fabric portion that holds the insole and the welt on, and it's completely missing from up here in the toe area. So what's going to happen now is what was going to be just a random, or a, should I say, just another resole, basic resole, is now going to turn into a lot more work because the insole is going to have to come out, new gimming is going to have to be put on, and again, that's an added expense that a lot of guys, when you bring them in to have them redone, you don't think about. So that's why you should have them resoled before it gets to this point. All right, boys and girls, there we are. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and put glue around the outer portion of the insole. I went ahead and put the gimming on this one, and we're about to do the same on that. I'll show you. But one thing I wanted to show you real quick is that when you have a really good pair of quality shoes, a lot of times the insole, especially the part where the ball of your foot is going to be a solid piece of leather, and your foot forms, or that leather forms to the ball of your foot, and as it forms, it becomes more comfortable. So you don't want to always replace that, and again, that's what makes this so great, is his foot has already formed to it, it's solid, we can reuse it again, and there's no holes in it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the gimming on the original, and that way when he puts his foot back into this resole, it feels like a glove. It's already been formed to it and he's ready to go. So I'm just answering that question because I know sometimes you guys love to put down in the comment section, why didn't you change this, and this? That's why. Before I put the cork in here, I did want to stop some of you guys because I know this question is about to come in the comment section, asking me, where is the shank? Okay, the shank is in here. It's just wedged in between these two pieces. So it's here, and hopefully that answers the question. All right, put in the cork.
All right, time for my cameo. We're gonna mark these Dainite soles. All right, so we've already put our leather midsoles onto our Dainites. Now, some people do this different. Some people will stick this onto the shoe and then this onto it. We like to go ahead and get a good bond while it's still flat. Now, the thing we have to do with Dainites is you want these studs to be as close to center as possible. Now, shoes are shaped different and sometimes it's very hard to stay in. You also want your logo to be kind of centered and it can get kind of crazy. So what we do, we have these templates for every size sole. These markings are the center of the stud. And then there's where the logo is. All right, now that we have these marked, if we have the original sole and it's in usable condition, we can actually put it down, trace it, and make sure that these studs are in the center. If not, then we can actually take the shoe itself and at least just try to marry it up and take a rough trace around the welt. And if we need to adjust it a little bit, then we can. And that's how we can keep these Dainites lined up.
Okay, these boots are trenched, as you can see there. So now it is time to stitch the sole on. But as I've said before, you only live once. So why go with black threads on top, black threads on bottom, when you can, dress it up, maybe elegant on top, party on the bottom. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We've got red, blue, yellow, orange, green. What color are you guys thinking for this pair of boots? I like your style. Blue it is. Okay, we're ready to put some polish on these boots, get them nice condition, polished up, and then we'll be ready. But I wanted to point out one quick thing. If you guys remember up here on the toe, I'm not sure if you can see it, there was a little bit of a gash up here. And I didn't want to leave that big gash. It was pretty noticeable. So all I did was I just took some leather paste and I just simply put it down into that crack, let it dry, and then I just sanded off the top of it nice and smooth with a little bit of high grit sandpaper. And now that crack has been filled in and I can put some dye, black dye on there, and it'll be good to go. And then we'll get them nice, hydrated, polished up, and they'll be set. But just wanted to point that out. That's what we did. I didn't show it, but it was a simple process, just a little leather filler, good to go. All right, let that dry, and then we'll be good to go. All right, throw a little conditioner on there. This is the Renovateur by Saphir, and does a good job moisturizing, so we'll just put a little bit of that on there. So the boots are nice and conditioned. Now we're just going to add a little bit of cream polish on there. Again, it has a lot of conditioner agents, but it also has a lot of color pigment. And we really want to put the black back into this leather. And this product here is going to do a great job. Okay guys, this pair of Cobbler Union boots is done. And as always, before we show you what they look like now, just a quick reminder. Guys, check us out at potterandsons.com. The link is down below. Also southernpolish.com. Those are our two businesses. We always appreciate your patronage, and we have a lot of good leather care products on Potter & Sons, and our flip-flops for men will be coming very, very soon to southernpolish.com. So you'll definitely want to check those out. Okay, again, I don't think we'd ever done Cobbler Union before. I believe we've done some shoe shine videos on Cobbler Union shoes, and Heath and I went down to Atlanta, Georgia, and visited with the folks at Cobbler Union a little over a year ago. And we love their footwear. It's extremely high quality, great price point if you're looking for quality footwear. And guys, you know, we always try to, point you one way or another when it comes to good quality dress shoes, boots, whatnot. And Cobbler Union definitely does not disappoint. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. This video is not sponsored in any way, but we just wanted to pass along that information. Okay. This pair of boots, again, was sent in to us. They have seen their better days. Now, the gentleman that owns these, I believe, is up in the Illinois area, so there is a lot of winter weather up there this time of year, later on in the year. Lots of snow, ice, whatnot. So these boots took a beating. And as you guys saw, the soles had holes in them. He had already started wearing into the welts. And when we got them, we thought, okay, maybe we can reuse these welts. Well, we couldn't.
A lot of times it's best when it starts getting too close into the welt just to take it off, put a new one on, and that's what we did. So we put on new welts, new cork, we put on Dainite soles, which he had, I believe, Vibram soles before. Took all of that off, and now they again have Dainites. Now, like I said before, anytime I put on a Dainite sole, especially for a lot of you guys that send your shoes into us, you know that I enjoy putting color onto the sole. Why not? It's fun. It's one of those things that, you know, when you have your foot propped up on your leg or whatever, people might see it and they're like, hey, that looks pretty cool. Where'd you get that done? So it's just one of those things that we like to do. So I put blue stitches on there. I think it makes it pop a little bit. Didn't do a whole lot to the uppers. He did have a little bit of a gash up on the toe area of one. So I just put a little bit of leather filler in it, re-dyed that portion, conditioned them, put black cream on it just to really hydrate those boots, put some more color pigment in it. Bam, the boots are done. I think they look great. And he's going to be ready for this season up in Illinois. So, you know, I hope he likes them. Hope he likes the way they turned out. And I hope they give him a good, you know, another year or two of really good wear before he may have to have them resoled again. And again, that's the thing about having a good quality pair of boots is you can do that over and over and over again. Okay, thanks so much for joining us, guys. And until next time, y'all have a good one.